Now see this problem. L inverse of 1 by s into s plus 1 whole square. L inverse of 1 by s into s plus 1 whole square. So how do we do this problem?
A by s plus
A
1
by S
by s b by s plus 1
B.
whole square
So 1
plus 1 by
by
s.
s
A
into
c by
s
s.
plus 1 whole square. It is a combination of linear factor and repeated linear factor, right?
For
So this is a by s plus
plus
b by
b
s
by
plus
By
1.
s plus 1
So
plus
c
C
by
by
c
S
by
plus
s
plus
1
1
whole
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 square.
square. C by s plus 1 whole square. So what are ABC values?
A is 1,
A is 1,
b is
B
minus
is
1, c
minus
is
1,
minus
minus
1,
2.
C is minus
C is
1.
minus 1.
B is
Minus 1.
Minus 1,
minus 1 and C is also
Minus
minus
1.
1. So
minus 1.
then what is f of s? F of s is equal to 1 by s minus 1 by s plus 1 minus c by
Minus 1.
minus 1 by
1.
minus 1 by s plus 1
s
whole
plus 1
square.
whole square. Now before applying inverse Laplace transform, make sure that you know finding inverse transform of individual functions. Can you know, do I know inverse transform of 1 by s? Yes. Do I know inverse transform of 1 by s plus 1? Yes.
Yes.
Is it in list of third one? Is it in list of in inverse Laplace transform tables? No.
No.
But do I know how to find out inverse transform of this function? Yes.
Yes.
By using a what property? First shifting property.
First
Is that
shifting
okay?
property.
Right. So because I know how to find out inverse transform of each term, now I can apply linearity property and find out the answer. So L inverse of 1 by s minus L inverse of 1 by s plus 1 minus L inverse of 1 by s plus 1 whole square. So L inverse of 1 by s is 1. L inverse of 1 by s plus 1 is e power minus t.
T.
And,
Minus T.
and it is function of s plus a, right? Third term is function of s plus a. So if I use a first shifting property, this is going to be e power minus t L inverse of 1 by s.
L inverse of 1 by S.
Replace s plus a with s. So what is the final answer? 1 minus e power minus t minus L inverse of 1 by s square, we know it as t. T e power
Minus
minus
t.
t.
Minus T.
Is that okay? So
Yes.
so we did this problem by using partial fractions as well as first shifting theorem. Am I right? So for
Yes,
certain
sir.
problems, you
Yes, sir.
have to apply different approaches. Okay, you may have to combine 2-3 methods to get the answer. Okay, so problem number 6,
6.
and see this one, L inverse of s square plus 2s plus 3 by s square plus 2s plus 2 into s square plus 2s plus 5.
5.
Now this is non-repeated quadratic factors, right? So how do we write this into partial fractions? F of s is equals to s square plus 2s plus 3 by s square plus 2s plus 2 into s square plus 2s plus 5 to be written as
A plus B
as plus b by
by
S square plus 2s
equal
plus
to
2.
as plus b by s square plus 2s plus 2 plus
plus
es plus d by
plus d by
s
s
square
s
plus
square plus
2s
2s
plus
plus 5.
5. Now you have to find out 4 constants, right? So what are ABCDs? Do we have it? Anyone did it? A equal
Yes,
to
sir.
what?
Equals to Z.
A equal to
A
0.
equals to 0.
Correct.
Zero.
B equal
E
to
equals to 1 by
1 by
3.
3.
correct. C equals to
C equal to
0.
0.
C equal to 0.
D
B is
equal
equal
to
to 2 by 3.
Equals to 2
D
by
equal to
3.
2 by 3. Correct. Okay. So therefore, okay. So what is this f of s? Can you minimize the left hand side one? I think list of participants. Right. So what is f of s? A equal to 0, b equal to 1 by 3. So this is 1 by 3.
1 by 3 into s
1
square.
by how can I write s square plus 2s plus 2? Can I rewrite in any other way? Okay, can I write it as s plus 1 whole square plus 1
plus
square?
1. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now c is 0, d is 2 by 3. How can I write s square plus 2s plus 5?
S plus 2 whole
Plus
square 1.
S
plus
plus
1
2
whole
means 4s will come. It has to be s plus 1
s plus 1 whole
1
square plus 2
plus
square
4. 4 means 2 square.
2 square.
Right? Now what is the advantage in writing like this? Every term is in terms of s plus a. Can you see this? So
Yes, sir.
so the terms are in terms of s plus a. Therefore, I can apply it simply first shifting property, right? So if I apply L inverse of f of s, what is this using linearity first? 1 by 3. 1 by 3 into L inverse of 1 by s plus 1 whole square plus 1 plus 2 by 3 L inverse of 1 by s plus 1 whole square plus 2 square. So this is 1 by 3 e power minus t into what is L inverse of s square plus 1? I replaced s plus 1 with s
Sin T.
sin t. Okay. Now this is what? Can I bring this to? Can I bring this to here
Yes, sir.
inside the inverse transform? So if I do that, what is the advantage?
Cos 2.
It's not cos. Cos for cos.
Sin 2T. Sin 2T.
Sin 2t.
Okay. So this is going to be plus 1 by 3 into first apply shifting property. So replace s plus 1. So it is going to be e power minus t. And L inverse of a by s square plus a square would be what? Sin at. So what is
Sin
a
2t.
here? 2. Sin
2.
Is this clear?
Yes.
So again we applied partial fractions as well as first shifting property, right? So in problem 5 and 6 we used two approaches. One is the partial fractions, other one is the first shifting property. Is that okay? So one last problem. With that I will stop. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So problem number 7. Find L inverse of e power minus pi s into e power minus pi s into s plus 1 by s square plus s plus 1. Okay. So what should be my first step?
Let f of s.
Should
Second
I?
shifting property.
You have to apply second shifting property first. See, exponential function is there, right? Their exponential function
Yes,
is
sir.
there. Whenever f of s is multiplied with exponential function, you can directly apply second shifting property first. Am I right? So what second shifting property says? L inverse of e power minus as into f of s is equals to h of t minus a into L inverse of f
S
of s
of S.
shift t
T
to
to T minus A.
t minus a.
T
So
minus.
this I have to assume it as L inverse of e power minus pi s into f of s, right?
Yes, sir.
And according to second shifting theorem, what is this answer? H of t minus pi
H
H
into
of T minus pi into
into
L inverse
L
of
inverse S
f
plus
of
1 by
s,
S
F
square.
1
f
by
of
S
s
square plus
shift t to
T
T
minus A.
minus pi.
t minus pi. Okay. Now my problem is reduced to finding inverse transform of f of s. That's it. Am I right? You see, if we can find out inverse transform of this function f of s, later I will simply replace t with t minus pi. Right? So what is f of s?
S plus 1 by S square plus S plus
S plus 1 by s square plus s plus 1. Now I want to find out inverse transform of f of s. Now what could be the next step? How do I find out inverse transform of this function?
1. Partial fractions.
Partial fraction. How do you factorize denominator?
Linearity.
Where is the linearity here? Tell me. If you want to apply linearity, you should know how to find out inverse transform of each function. I said. Do you know inverse transform of s by s square plus s plus 1? We don't know. There is no ready-made formula, right?
Substitution.
What kind of substitution? We are not doing any integration to substitute anything. You just have to rewrite into a better form.
S plus 1 by 2 whole square plus
Uh,
3 by 4.
Correct. S plus 1 by 2. Here also I can write it as 1 by 2 because every term wherever s is there, that must be s plus a. It is not just some terms are s, some terms of s plus a. Wherever you see s, that should be in the form of s plus a, right? So how can I write denominator? S plus 1 by 2 whole square.
S plus 1 by 2 whole
So what is
square
remaining? 1 by 4. So remaining is 3 by 4. I can write that 3
plus
by
3
4
by
is
4.
root 3 by 2
Plus 3.
whole square. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now if I apply L inverse on both sides, okay? So if I apply L inverse, now what I do? I'm going to apply first shifting property, right? What is first shifting property says? Now what is A here? 1 by 2.
By 2.
What is first shifting property says? L inverse of f of s plus a is equals to e power minus at into L inverse of f of s. Am I right? So what is A here? 1 by 2. So this is e power minus 1 by 2 into t
1 by 2 into
T.
L inverse of s plus 1 by 2 by s square plus root 3 by 2 whole square. Now I know how to find out the inverse transform of this because I can simply see s by s square plus a square in one term, a by s square plus a square in another term. So this is going to be what? After applying linearity, this is e power minus t by 2 L inverse of s by s square plus root 3 by 2 whole square plus 1 by 2 L inverse of okay s square plus root 3 by 2 whole square. Numerator I require root 3 by 2. So I will multiply and divide with the root 3 by 2. Can you see that? I multiplied and divided with the root 3 by 2. Okay?
So,
Tell me.
only 1 minute is left for the session, sir.
Okay. I'm just going to complete this. Why only 1 minute?
It's almost 40 minutes, sir.
We started at 7:25, sir.
Okay. So I'm just going to end. Okay. So this is going to be e power minus. So what is this? Sine root 3 by 2t. Okay. And 2 gets cancelled, plus 1 by root 3 sine. This is going to be cos, right? Cos sine root 3 by 2t. So this is f of t. Substitute this f of t here and replace t with this one. So if I assume this as I, what is my final answer? Multiply h of t minus pi. Okay. Okay, and multiply e power minus 1 by 2 into wherever t is there, replace t with t minus pi, cos of root 3 by 2 into t minus pi plus 1 by root 3 into sine of root 3 by 2 into t minus pi. Can you see that? Can you see this?
Yes.